Good evening, everyone. It is Wednesday, February 15th. We are directly in the middle of the month of love, and I welcome you all here to this evening meditation time where we make time to be in the stillness, to go a little deeper within ourselves, to hear the divine voice that is alive from within us. This is a weekly practice, but it is also a drop-in practice, which means that you can join whenever you are able. You can catch up on the recordings of our meditations whenever you'd like on the YouTube channel or on Facebook. So there's lots of opportunities to keep the practice going, even if you can't make it on a particular Wednesday night or any Wednesday night. But the beautiful thing is, when we have a gathering such as this, regardless of whether we are participating in the live stream in real time, or if we've clicked on this meditation for the experience whenever we've chosen to click on it, we're all part of the community, the unique experience that is this night's meditation. And so it's a unique energy. It's a unique energy on this date and time that can get added to as people choose this particular meditation on the recording. If you choose to review it again or to participate again, it's such a beautiful thing because it's a unique time that everyone that has participated is contributing to. And so I'm very grateful and very humbled by the fact that whenever or wherever or whenever you've chosen to participate, you are here. And that's the important thing to continuing a meditation practice. Now, we have some fun during our meditation, or at least I like to think we do, because our messages for meditation are guided by a beautiful deck of tarot cards, and they're just cards with information, with prompts for the most part, to guide us down the road of our meditation. And we're using a deck of cards called the Starman Tarot. This was a gift to me by a wonderful spiritual super pal, and it is a card deck that is designed by an artist who worked with pop star, iconic David Bowie on 2 of his album covers. And so the artwork that this artist used for Bowie and who Bowie loved uses these images that we might have seen before, or elements of those images that we might have seen before. And the artist's wife has generated the copy for the book that goes along with it. So we've got a lot of the tarot archetypes. Well, all of the tarot archetypes are represented from the traditional deck in such a beautiful and unique way, in a way that so comes to life as this artist and his wife have interpreted them. So we draw a card together. We allow that card to guide us through our deepening experience. And then we hope that that information that we garner from the voice within is information that we can touch upon again throughout our week or our month. Or if we're keeping a journal, maybe we can piece it together with other meditations that we've done since the beginning of the year or since the beginning of the month. However you choose to compile and to curate this information is all up to you. But you're here now, and that's the first step, and the most important part is you've chosen to join us. You've chosen to participate in the community, and I'm, again, so grateful. So before we get started, we make a moment to reflect on perhaps some answers or some guidance that we would like to receive for our meditation this evening. Now, I strongly encourage you, either in a journal or on a slip of paper, to write it down. So you don't forget. And if you journal this information, then when you write it down, you can check in with it later to see if you've received the answers or guidance or information that you sought when you go deep when we go into the stillness together, as well as the fact that I love to write these down. And again, if we were in person together, I would collect all of them from you, from wherever you are, and we would set those intentions, those questions, those guidance seeking questions into the flames. We would set it on fire, basically, throw it into a beautiful burning bowl, and allow them all to go out into the universe to be made manifest in the time that the universe has deemed appropriate. But because we are virtual, which I do consider quite a blessing, because we can do this together from anywhere at any time, we kind of gather those intentions. Instead of you individually handing them to me, I'm going to collect them in kind of a proxy ticket that I write the words everyone's intentions on. And so we know that as we meditate, all of those energies are coming directly to this little slip of paper. And then by proxy, we will light this one to the flames as if I would light all of them to the flames. Makes sense? So this moment, the next few moments, is just a time to settle ourselves. Perhaps we are just kind of dashing into this experience from our day, or perhaps we just finished dinner, or we just sent the kids to do the homework or play. But we want to just take a moment to pause and then to set an intention for tonight's meditation. Set an intention to either garner more information, or to have an experience happen in our lives, or to receive the answer to a question that we're asking of the universe. And again, when I say universe, I mean the universe within, that divine voice that is the only voice that can truly know what is best for us. And that is the voice within. And the voice within is aligned with the voice that is outside of us. The divine voice, the one that knows what is best for who we are. The best way to get there, experience who we are, is that voice within, which is why we meditate to get there. So let's take a breath. And just think about your intention or your question or your guidance, and either write it down or journal it, or write it in the palm of your hand, and then send me that energy from that intention, which I will collect on one ticket. But before we do that, let's just move the music a bit. Let's reflect and write just a couple of words, what your intention might be, or just some prompts for your thoughts. Moments to reflect and to write something down, or to commit it to memory. So you can see here I've written my own, and I've also written this one, which I'll show you as it says. Everyone's intentions. This is the ones I like. This is the one that send it over to. So when you're done, it represents intentions. Next again is to flow. So let's do that. When we do this, deck of cards, I'm going to shuffle the cards, and we're going to draw the top card. Use that top card that will represent everyone's intention. So if you breathe, I'm not going to use my own intuition. Instead, we're going to agree that as you send me energy, shuffle the cards, I'm going to questions we can choose. This is a brand new deck, and I must say that personally, it's a 78 card deck, just like the regular Rider-Waite traditional deck. All of the archetypes are represented, and of course, so that means that as a new deck, there are many that I have not drawn. However, my personal drawings, which I try to do one each day, I've actually drawn the same card a couple of times. Fascinates me when that happens. How is that possible? It's a brand new deck. I do shuffle them. I shuffle them for sometimes I just shuffle them sitting here just to add my energy. So it's not like I haven't touched them or moved them around, but I managed to put the same card, manages to for me. That's happened with me personally, and already. So fantastic. I love the card. I love a really good card. I love that they've should frame that every card has the opportunity. So some of the cards that of this. Open for this use of the cards, and the card is of this card because the red information about this card, but this card does represent just what it says. Possibility, opportunity, everything is about to be blessed. Right here. There's a beautiful card. So we can take a closer look at it together as I read a little bit more about it. And again, you can see these cards are just beautifully complex. They really present. Listen to just a little bit. Nice dark border there. Just gorgeous, just gorgeous. So again, there's a lot of images in here. There's a lot going on in these cards, but I love that because if I'm going to read, I'm going to read regularly. If I'm going to draw cards regularly, I want to know that there's something that I can see different every time that I might have seen the first time I've drawn it. I love this book because it starts off with each card with a little mantra that we can use as we go into meditation. And so we now know that the card says as its mantra, universe, I am your beloved conduit for the radiance and grace of life. Universe, I am your beloved conduit for the radiance and the grace of life. How beautiful is that? So we'll come back to that. I'm going to read a little bit about the card. And so overall, the card says, or the world card tells us, that this is an auspicious period. You have achieved success in your endeavor. You walk in harmony with Mother Earth. Gather your tribe. Give it your best. So, again, the world is here. Now, some of the more detailed comments about the card. This is from both the artist as well as the artist's wife, who is interpreting, of course, the archetypes of the tarot deck. We meet the piercing gaze of the earth shamanka, the warrioress, standing resolute and fully present. She rises out of the ground, embodying the immense force of Mother Nature. A wise and ancient being, the magic of alchemy and sacred earth mystery are woven into her crafted armor, worn with powerful elegance. Around her is the skeleton of industry, a former factory now transformed by nature into some great cathedral or temple. The world is her church. The twisted branches reaching into the space represent the ancient brittle-scone pines, the oldest non-clonal organisms on this planet. Recent research in forests suggests that the biggest and therefore the oldest of the trees, now known as mother trees, have vast mycorrhizal networks of fungi to below ground that support young trees or seedlings, preferentially ferrying them to the nutrients they need to grow. And I've heard about this recently. So the network of fungi, mushrooms underneath the trees is how trees can communicate with one another and share necessary nutrients. That just kind of blows my mind, that for thousands or hundreds of thousands of years, that these trees, using the fungi underneath them, are able to share information and to supply each other with all that they need. And so we know that the world and the goddess of this world, the warrioress, is one that helps to promote and nourish this idea. The ancient mother tree is a recurrent theme or motif of the Starman Tarot, delivering the energy of the miraculous tree. Ancient, rooted in the wild earth, having lived through so many epics, an ever-present witness to the stream of life that has come and gone. It reminds us to respect and honor nature that is so formidably strong, for her presence will prevail no matter what we think and say about saving the planet. And that's a crucial point that we can talk about a little bit later. Mother Nature always decides and stands as the shamanka, unapologetic, displaying her defenses. Although considerably advanced in years, she remains vital and potent, provocatively sensual and fecund. She exhibits her fertility with handfuls of grain and cacao pods laid out before her, the sacred food of the gods that originated in South America many thousands of years ago. They are some of the most complex and nutritiously dense food in existence. She gifts us her abundance freely and offers us one of the greatest treasures of all, the royal metal, the gold ingot, fashioned into astonishing artifacts for millennia. Gold was, above all, sacred to the sun deities, kept in trust by the priesthood and used in ceremony and ritual to maintain the balance and harmony of nature. In return, there is an offering of the sacred medicine plant tobacco, whose smoke carries all thoughts, feelings, and prayers of Mother Earth Shamanka and the creator of the world. The world is highly auspicious and invites success in any endeavor of your, if you walk the path of integrity and offer your work and projects in service of humanity and the earth. You are finally mastering life and literally taking the world by storm. As a clear vessel and channel, unfazed by the tumultuous changes and cycles of life, you tenderly and expertly balance these compelling and natural energies: earth, water, fire, air. The elementals are experienced as marvelous instruments that can be played together to make exquisite music and harmony which resounds through the universe. It is time to gather your tribe and be a force for good. What a gorgeous card. What a beautiful way of uniting all of those elements together. All of the elements, all of the directions, north, east, south, and west. The elements of earth first, and air, and fire, and water as you move around. And so this is us taking the world by storm. This is us being aware of all of the elements that we can mobilize in harmony, in our favor, to our end, to maximize the success of whatever our intentions have been. So whatever intention we've set, whatever question that we've asked, what a beautiful way to add nourishment and energy with our thoughts, emotions, and intentions with this card this evening. So whatever our question was or our intention was when we said it, the answer simply is the world is ours to claim. We are taking this world by storm. We are managing and using it in the way that Mother Nature has asked us to use it to its best possible outcomes. Now, an interesting point here was that the presence will prevail. Her presence, Earth's presence, will prevail no matter what we think and say about saving the planet. Now, this does not necessarily mean that humanity will survive, but it does mean that Mother Earth is going to survive beyond anything that we can do to her. Will we remain able to live in the earth that we've created or shaped? That's questionable. That is up to us. That is about us and saving the planet. But Mother Earth herself, she's going to prevail, as she always has done. So are we going to work in harmony with her, with Mother Nature, or are we going to just allow her to continue on without us? This is our place now to decide. So let's just together, before we begin to go deeper, I invite you all to get comfortable. I suggest sitting up, but if you must lie down, that's understandable. Make yourself comfortable in a way that you are relaxed and yet can remain alert. We're going to, as much as possible, chant in our minds together this beautiful mantra addressing the universe within. And we say, universe, I am your beloved conduit for the radiance and grace of life. Universe, I am the beloved conduit for the radiance and grace of life. Universe, I am your beloved conduit for the radiance and grace of life. Universe, within, I am your beloved conduit for the radiance and grace of life. I'll repeat it. You can just say it silently to yourself, but let us take a couple of deep breaths together as we begin to enter into our stillness. We are relaxing. We've got no other cares. I'm going to add before we go deep that you may hear my dogs bark. If someone comes to the door, or if they hear a skateboard outside, you may hear a noise in your own space. Somebody may walk into the room accidentally. This is all to be used to deepen ourselves, to shape and hone our resolve to be still no matter what is existing around us. So rather than think of these things as distractions, let us embrace them as challenges and as ways that we can deepen our, go more deeply into ourselves, and think of them as prompts to do so. So we don't have to be threatened by those ambient noises. We don't have to be threatened by any outside force because we're going within. So let's start with those breaths. Inhale. And really inhale fully. Expand your entire torso and just feel that breath going all the way through your body. And hold for a moment in a nice, beautiful, silent pause. And exhale. Inhale again. And hold. Exhale fully. And on this last breath, if you haven't already, allow your breath to be exhaled through your body as you close your eyes. Allow your eyes to flutter shut. The card is on the screen if you want to look up and take a look at it if you need to, but you can just kind of register the card, remember the card as you choose to remember it, the imagery, your feelings as I read about the card. But again, we're going to allow our breath to continue in a nice natural pace unique to ourselves that is comfortable. Inhaling. And I will recite for you as you can recite in your own mind. Universe, I am your beloved conduit for the radiance and grace of life. Universe, I am your beloved conduit for the radiance and grace of life. And again, think this beautiful mantra to yourself. And really imagine yourself now addressing the universe that is within. Stating and saying very clearly to the universe within. Universe, I am your beloved conduit for the radiance and the grace of life. And each time you think this phrase, and each time you address that voice within, imagine yourself more and more relaxed. Imagine your body, your physical body, just dissolving away for a few moments as you not only address the voice within, but you become the voice within. Universe, I am your beloved conduit for the radiance and grace of life. Universe, I am your beloved conduit for the radiance and grace of life. your beloved conduit for the radiance and grace of life. Every breath, deeper and deeper. More and more relaxed. We're deeper and deeper. We are closer to that universe, that voice within, that world that exists both in our minds and in the manifest universe. And so now that we've totally become relaxed, let us imagine ourselves like the warrior goddess in the card. We are kneeling. We are humbled before the universe within, before the divine self that we know animates who we are in the material world. We are kneeling. And we open our arms. And as we do, the deepest self, the divine self, the divine voice, the sacred presence opens to us. And we feel the embrace, the safety. We feel the alignment with the only voice that truly matters in our world, the one of our deepest and yet our greatest divine self, our divine essence. We are kneeling and humbled, and yet as the voice begins its wordless sharing of information, which you can hear in the tones of the drums, or you can smell in the sense of where you are, or you can hear or see in any way that works best for receiving the shared information. We begin to feel that information be shared with us about the opportunity, about the possibilities that we now embody with this card of the world. We have all that we need. We have all the need. All the needs are met. The elements, the directions, north of the earth, east of the air, south of the fire, west of the water, all is complete. All of our resources are here in this unique and sacred time of fulfillment. We feel the completeness, and we feel the whisper of this voice within. The whisper that touches our very soul, of our very own voice, which sounds like us and yet feels even more warm and safe and authoritative than the voice that is going through our heads most moments of each day. This is the true voice. Just allow the next few moments to be the unique sharing, the information that only we can receive from this voice within. So let us allow that voice now in the next few moments to speak directly to us in the way that we can hear it or experience it. What did that voice say? What did the divine self from deep within share with us? How did it respond to what we wrote in that journal or on our hand or in that slip of paper? How can the claiming of the elements Mother Nature be the answer to the question that only we know we've asked. And now that we have aligned and connected with that voice within, I invite us all, every one of us participating from wherever we have chosen to participate, to accept and receive the most beautiful greeting of this voice as it says to us in our unique way of hearing it. I love you. I am listening. I love you. I am listening. Just receive that beautiful message from the voice within, knowing that it is coming directly from you. I love you. I am listening. I love you. I'm listening. And before we leave this space, we can now think these words that we were given as we entered into it, and they make so much sense because we've received the love from our divine presence. And we can confidently proclaim universe within, universe that is me. I am your beloved conduit for the radiance and grace of life. We're not saying that to some unknown, unseen deity of someone else's making. We are confidently proclaiming that to our deepest self, universe within. I am your beloved conduit for the radiance and grace of life. We're going to do something that we often do in this space before we start to lift out of this state. We're going to recognize the souls around us. So just open your awareness to the presence of others, known and unknown, that may be sharing this community space tonight. Recognize those other souls as part of the voice within. Look at them. Experience them with confidence and boldness as we say in our mind, universe, I am your beloved conduit for the radiance and grace of life. We've said it to the essence within. We've said it to the souls that we share this universe with. Universe, I am your beloved conduit for the radiance, the grace of life. And we realize that we are able to return with this empowerment and know that we are the conduit, that what will happen from tonight forward will be through us, with all of us in the universe. as we start to drift back into our bodies, as we begin to experience that breath consciously as it enters and fills and then exhales our body. We feel ourselves kind of pouring back into our physical shape as the echoes of our mantra for tonight float away on the horizon. Universe, I am your beloved conduit for the radiance and grace of life. Just drifts away, called into play and activated. We catch that breath and begin to breathe deeply and warmly, comfortably, as our body, inhaling and exhaling, as we re-enter, fully inhabit our body and animate it. Let's take 3 quick breaths together. The first 2, we keep our eyes open. The last, we open our eyes together. So inhale, exhale quickly. Inhale, and exhale quickly. And one more time. Inhale, exhale quickly. Turn. Fully. So how do you feel? Do you feel energized? Do you feel connected to that voice within? Do you feel like the conduit? Can you feel that energy pulsing through you as the conduit, as you radiate and fill yourself and the world with grace? I invite you all to go to sleep and imagine this idea, this beautiful energy, this radiant energy, grace-filled presence that you are sharing, and that you are bringing to fruition as you unite the fullness of all the elements in life. And while we begin to return completely, we can send our intentions, our dreams, our hopes, our everything off into the universe, setting them free. Let's do that together. Setting mine first, making sure it's mine first, and then we'll set everyone's together. Off it goes. Mine is gone. It's going to come back. This is everyone's intentions, so beautifully set on our journey this evening. Let's do this together. Off it goes. How lovely. Thank you for joining tonight. Let's see who has joined. I know that I saw Sandra on Zoom tonight. So Sandra, if you're watching on YouTube, if you have to go to another platform, hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's see who else has joined us. And again, I may miss you just because I get delays sometimes. Who's here on YouTube? Hello, hello. Up and smoke with our intentions. Hi, Sue. Thanks for joining via YouTube. Being our YouTube checker. Appreciate you so much. If you joined on another platform, we're going to check Facebook as well. See if there are any updates to the messages. Thank you. Let's check our little Facebook community as well. You know, we do get a lot of folks on Facebook that I never expected, and I'm really so very grateful for this, because I think those of us that are scrolling through tend to be able to just kind of scroll through it regularly and see it and then decide to join. So that's a beautiful thing, a beautiful thing. There we are. Just kind of having our sound blare out. I'm going to open this invitation. There we go. So if you've joined us here, hello. If I've missed you, just know that I'm so grateful for sound blare out. For joining us here, for your sharing in this experience. Hello. If I've missed you, and just know that I'm so grateful for sound. I look forward to continuing this wonderful practice that we all have together. I have kept you tonight, and I hope you've enjoyed the time and the experience. And I look forward to more of these beautiful times together. Go out into the night. This is the month of love. Most importantly, love you. Begin a love story and a love affair with you. Decide how you are in love with you and how you can fall in love with you. That's the most important relationship in your life. If we don't honor that, how can we share that with someone else? So this is the time to think about it. Love yourself, be yourself, and then love more before you share it. Have a great night. Be well. I love you.